Hi, it's Paul here. If you're seeing this video, it's because I didn't make it back to the meeting in time, regrettably, but I did want to say a few words about the proposal for an Appreciative Inquiry initiative. The proposal was in the packet for tonight's meeting. I'm going to try to get back in time to do this with you live and in person and take questions, but in the meantime, here's basically the gist. First of all, the first step would be for the board to approve an appreciative inquiry initiative. The first steps of that initiative would be to identify what we will call the core planning team, which in my proposal is the president slash executive director and the leadership officers, the leadership team. References to facilitator would be me. There may also be some board members who would like to participate on the core planning team, but the idea is that it's a small team that basically puts all the pieces together and plans this out from beginning to end. The core planning team is going to need to decide whether it wants to be the ones to identify the topic or the issues or the challenges to be addressed by this process, or that can be done by everyone who is participating. And on page 2, you see there's a further list of participating stakeholders that include staff and board members, volunteers, resettled refugee client families, partner organizations, and donors and funders and supporters. So with the board's approval, the core team will get to work on planning that and deciding on how extensive this process will be. Towards the end, you will see that the process itself could take anywhere from up to 15 weeks. Basically, what we're saying is to be a continuously improving and growing organization, especially in challenging times and with the landscape changing so much, we need to have a process to make sure that the organization also is changing and developing to keep up and keep pace with those times. Going from month to month board meetings is great, but it might be time to take a more expansive view. Again, as we discussed in previous meetings, appreciative inquiry takes into account what we're already doing well, the experiences that we're all sharing together that thrill us and help us make us want to continue to grow and expand our vision for the organization. So it's an organizational change model that takes into account the positive rather than looking over our shoulder and looking at a deficit kind of an approach to problem solving. It also relies on inquiry. What are the experiences that we're having now that we want to enjoy more of and that make us the great organization that we are? So I hope to join you in time for this conversation. But again, I'm asking initially, does the board want to proceed with this process? And if so, the first step will just be a core planning team meeting, and then we can fill in some of the details from there. So I hope that's helpful. That's my vision for tonight and the first steps. And again, I hope I can join you in time to participate in the conversation.